Okay, so let me preface this by saying, as a part of my 3 week lock in before my AP exams and my dual enrollment finals, I put all my blocked apps, because I have a screen time blocking app, into one combined folder. And I usually turn that off when I need to, or I want to check my Instagram notifications or like Pokemon Sleep, for example, to make sure that I get good sleep. And I had scholarships due yesterday. I had one scholarship due yesterday, and I did that. So I had some pretty bad sleep yesterday, and I really wanted to get some sleep when I got home. But as soon as I got home, my fault. As soon as I got home, I immediately just started scrolling. And I mean, it wasn't even that bad, honestly, to begin with. I was trying to get more information about scholarships. And honestly, I did get a lot of information today, but it's, it's still ruining my brain seeing all the short form content. And then after dinner, I scrolled again for about, I want to say 3 hours, but it was probably between 4 and 5 hours. So that's what, like 7 hours today. That is depressing. But I near the end, right before I showered, I started seeing more and more. I don't know to call it conspiracy, because it's just political stuff. I just kept seeing more and more political stuff of how the world is screwed and the people who are in charge aren't doing anything to make it better, but also that the everyday people are doing nothing either. And it's not like you're any different from a world leader. You just literally, the only difference between you two is that you didn't do anything with your life and they have. It's not like you can't do anything with your life, it's just that you didn't. I think there's a very distinct difference. And I saw a reel today, and it was about this girl. She's like, she's underage, definitely, like really young actually, and she had a really beaten up PC. She was using her friend's mouse and a keyboard that she plugged in because because her laptop's keyboard wasn't working, right? And she was using it to make Blender models for commission to sell. And she actually, she's good. I saw her render, and it's actually sick. I think it was some head of something, but at the end she said a quote that I think is really quite telling of the people of today, which is, if I can do this, why can't you? If she can go chase her dreams and be successful doing it, what's the difference between her, a child with outdated, broken, and borrowed technology, and you? And I think that spoke to me on so many levels. And it's not like I'm poor or anything. I'm literally I literally have a freaking whiteboard and an expo marker that I can write on every day. This is a Macy's suit bag from Macy's. Like, I'm not, or my family isn't poor. I'm not. But even though I have so much time and resources, I just do nothing with them. It's depressing seeing people get ahead and people like me just do nothing with their lives. And it's honestly really telling of my character that I just don't do anything, dog. I'm actually I'm angry. I'm genuinely angry. This is worse than gooning to me because at, at least in gooning I'm doing something. Even though I'm destroying my brain, I'm doing something. But right now, if as I keep scrolling my life away, I just do nothing. I'm doing nothing to help myself in the future. And I save these videos, I save these reels into my collection, but we all know that you aren't going back to watch the collection. You're going to back to watch new reels and new posts, and it's just depressing, man. It makes me angry. Actually, I'm just doing nothing with the 17 years I've been living. And it's not like I haven't done nothing, but it's just that the scope of what I'm doing seems so inconsequentially small to the rest of my life I have. Let's say this is a timeline, right? Bro's finally using the whiteboard. Okay, shut up. This is 17. Let's say this is age 0 and this is when I die. Let's say the average lifespan, I don't know. It's probably like around 75. But if that's true, that means, sorry, let me do some quick math here. 75, 17. We have what? It's not 7. Is it 6? No, it's not. It's 5? 5 times 17, 50. No, it's not 5. It's 4. It's about 4 point something. It's about a fourth. I've lived about a fourth of my life. Oh my goodness, I've lived about a fourth of my life. Wait, because 34 and then what? Wait, yeah. Jeez Louise. I've already lived a fourth of my life. Oh God. Oh no. Okay, I was just gonna rant about how my future felt, but oh my goodness, a fourth of my life, that's insane. By the way, it's a fourth of my life if I live till 78 years old. So yeah, there's that. And it's not even just the reels too. I saw this one account of this guy talking about how, okay, I don't want to I don't want to get like assassinated or something because I know that could there is a probability that that could happen. But there was this guy on Instagram and he's a white guy with brown hair and I think blue eyes, and he is talking about how Epstein is alive and in Colorado or Alaska or something. And the most recent reel that came out was from 1 day ago, and it's him talking about how he was joking about the entire thing and he won't post any more of that kind of content. And then 2 videos before that, it's him sitting in a chair talking to the camera and saying that he was lying about the whole thing. And I mean, there's a chance that it's true. I give it like an 85% chance that he was lying about Epstein being alive, right? But there's still 15% of me that believes that actually believes what he's saying. Because in that video, the one where he's sitting down, he at the end he starts like breaking down and crying, and oh my gosh, I just got shivers down my spine. Oh my gosh, if that part of the video was real, and oh my goodness, I don't even want to think about it. That's actually scary. Okay, wait, did I really just do the math? Did I really just do the math? Oh, okay, I'm sorry if you just noted, or I'm sorry if you've been screaming this the entire time. I just did the math that 34 times 2 is 78. It's 68. okay, so I've lived about four. I've lived about 4.5 of my life, which is I've lived about 2/9 of my life. That is worse. That is arguably worse. Wait, no. Wait, no. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what kind of math I'm doing. I've lived 4.5 of my life. That is still a giant amount. I'm saying about because, it's basically 4.5. I'm gonna turn this back to 75. Anyways, yeah, it's not even just that, right? And people are pushing forward for the good bills, right? No matter which side you're on, Democrat or Republican, I think you and I can both agree that congressmen should, or Congress people should not be participating in stock trades when they literally have access to insider information. And this is not new information. Nancy Pelosi is famously known for insider trading and not getting punished for it. And even though people are, or we're pushing for things like that, and even though people who, I consider myself a libtard, right? And people like Mom Donnie and Tellerico, um, Zoran Mamdani and James Tellerico are winning in the primaries and starting to push forward for the future, they're still not addressing the needs of the people because, it's it makes sense. No one person can address the needs of an entire city. And I think that really speaks something, because I don't know if it's just me, but it speaks volumes to me because it shows that you can't rely on someone to do the grunt work for you. Like, people say that the budget should be fixed, right? For example, let's take the what's it guy? The guy the wait, give me a second. I think his name was Tim Walz, the senator or congressman from Minnesota, the one who had the Somali money laundering scheme or something along the lines of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Tim Walz. But things like that, right? And that money was originally going to help children and families, but it was being used, but the methods in which that money was being used and sent out was, in a way, it was just bad. Like, if these people could get their hands on the money and then use it for their own good, then 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 it's literally just shows that the people in charge don't have all the power. It's up to you, the people under them, to actually make the decisions, because they're just the big shots. Okay, let's take a company leveling a company hierarchy, right? Bam, we have CEO, and then we have district managers, and managers for each district, and then we have like group leaders, for example. Group leaders. And I'm saying district as in like different buildings. And sorry about the camera work. I'm really not paying attention to what I'm filming. but different buildings. And my phone is probably gonna run out of storage in like 5 more minutes. So I need to wrap this up. And at the bottom, there's people. And I think we both underestimate the power that a single person can do. I saw this one reel today where a guy in New York, he saw how the streets, how the snow filled a curb and it was blocking a drain, making like hundreds of people have to take a different route to get to where they wanted to go. Because it was genuinely like a giant pool of water just stuck up because the snow was in the way. And literally him, a shovel, and 15 minutes is all it took to get the water going down the drain and all these people on their daily commute moving faster. And I mean, if you don't think that's that big of a difference, it's really not. But I don't want to undersell the difference that one person can make. I'm a young person, so I haven't had that much life experiences, but I can tell you that if there were one event in my life that were to happen today that changed my entire perspective on the world, I think that would be this realization that I'm doing nothing with my life. I'm having a midlife crisis after living 1/4 of my life. Like, I had to get it together. Otherwise, when I'm here, I'm gonna look back. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry about the glare. When I'm here, I'm gonna look back and see how much I could have done but didn't do. Also, if you're an older person watching this video, like let's say you're at 2.5 out of 4/5. Okay, I'll think a 40-year-old person will be watching this video. But just in case, that is 40, right? Yeah. Or it's like 38. Yeah, it's around 38. No, it's not. It's like 42. Anyways, even if you're about halfway through your life, that doesn't mean you can not change. I find it stupid that the phrase "old dogs can't learn new tricks" is an actual phrase because it's dimming down the potential of people who are even the oldest. I mean, take the entire generation before Gen X? No. Before millennials, right? Baby boomers, Gen X, and millennials. They grew up in times where computers were literally archaic, where calculations had to be done in gigantic rooms, and now it can be done in the palm of your freaking hand. And if you can't say that the entire world adapted to that within just 20 years, that's insane. Okay, that sentence was badly worded, but you get what I mean. The entire world, almost, or not almost, billions of people adapted to new technology within 20 years, aka about 1/4 of their life. And it's insane. If you can't see the innate potential in yourself, like, what are we doing? You have so much potential, whether you're this, or freaking 4.0 out of 4.5, dog. I saw this one reel. It wasn't today, but it was about this guy who is like really freaking old. and he made a book about how people can live or live good, and people liked